Hi, I'm Mrs. Zatzke. I'm your student's 8th grade science teacher this year in Eureka Virtual Academy. Welcome to Back to School Night. So I wanted to share the supplies for class first with you. Every student in our district for 7th and 8th grade has, or 6th through 8th grade, has a digital textbook, a digital student notebook, and I just will be giving them access to that in about a week or so once they get loaded into the system. So for now, we're going to be using a spiral bound notebook, lined paper, or just the online assignments. So if they could have a spiral bound notebook available to jot down notes, and then they can send me a picture of their notes if necessary. They need a Chromebook or laptop. The laptop, if it's a personal laptop and it's not working out for some reason, you can always request a Chromebook from the school. We're happy to provide that for your student. So just let us know. A quiet, well-lit workspace is really helpful. Think carefully about your student's background. Nothing personal in the background. If they could please not lay in bed during class. Your student can stand and put their computer on a cabinet. They could sit at a desk, if as quiet as they can and as well lit as they can. But again, we're flexible here. There's no actual requirements. It's just let's try our best. If they could have a pen or a pencil at the ready, and some sticky notes is really helpful. Not required, but it's helpful. And a planner, an academic planner. If your student doesn't have an academic planner or they don't do well with one, just a random piece of paper where they write everything down and make a checklist is super helpful in keeping us organized even in the digital age. My class website is here. You would go to the tab that says EVA 8th grade science, and there is a general information calendar called EVA 8th grade science. This is mostly for parents. It doesn't have any Zoom meeting links or any personal info. It just has the meeting times and the general homework for that evening. So please subscribe with your personal account if you are interested in seeing when the kids are on or when they're supposed to be on, to help them remember live meeting times. So it's a great place, my website, to find general information about our classes. It's a new website for me, so I'm going to learn more about it, what I'm going to use as the year progresses. I do have a resources and links section at the bottom of each subpage for my website, where you can click to find PowerSchool, Clever for students. I have the distance learning parent hub in there. So if you guys want to go to the bottom of each page, you can see that information there. Just some background about who I am, because I'm your child's educator this year. This is my 10th year teaching at Olympus Junior High. It's my first year teaching EVA. We are the pioneers of this program. I'm very excited about it. It's my 15th year teaching. Before I came to Olympus, or to Eureka Union School District, I taught high school science in Sacramento and then in Campbell, California. So I have my degrees in geology and science education as my master's. I got them both at UC Davis. It was really fun. I love UC Davis. And some of my hobbies now that I've grown up include reading, knitting, cooking, playing the trumpet. I've played the trumpet actually since I was 11 years old. We have a small, very, very small farm here where we have some alpacas, pygmy goats, dogs, cats, etc. And I care for my parents and my children who live on our property. I have a strong passion for science that I hope really comes through with your student, and a love of learning that I still appreciate to this day. So really my goal is to help foster a love of learning, a lifelong love of learning, and a lifelong at least respect for science. They don't have to love science after my class, but I hope to inspire them that there's a lot more to science than meets the eye. For this school year, we are going to be covering 4 general realms as outlined by the Next Generation Science Standards for for the California Department of Education. So we have space, forces and energy, waves, and adaptations. So right here is space. This is the International Space Station. Forces and energy. This is a picture of a dam and power site, power plant. And we have some fiber optic cable here for waves. The waves unit actually doesn't just cover physical waves. We do a lot of communication science as well. So it's actually a really cool unit that we teach. And adaptation. So we have this lovely cactus here, this succulent plant that has adapted to having spines. So we follow the integrated learning progression model as outlined by the CDE. And I love this model because it really outlines and brings forth a storyline for students, which is how real life works. We don't always just look at the world through the lens of just chemistry or just physics or just biology. It's really a combination of a lot of different things that we look at the world through. And so the curriculum that we adopted this year over the summer, Bring Science Alive, is really follows this model of having that storyline and having engaging phenomena and activities for the students to think about and to problem solve with. So here we have the book here, and your student's book is online. And so the little tile will look just like this. So it'll have the leopard and the galaxy here and a drop of water. Okay. So I'm just excited. Login information will come as soon as we have everybody rostered. So for grades in PowerSchool, my grades, I'm weighting them differently this year than I have in the past. And this is to help outline skills and content knowledge mastery for all students. So I'm really excited about this format. So each category of skills or content knowledge is going to include examples from all of your students' work, from anywhere from classwork, quizzes, activities, labs, whatever it is that we're doing. So it really is going to be a culmination of that student's work. Grades are updated frequently in PowerSchool, so please check them weekly. And if you could check Google Classroom for graded participation work, engagement and participation, that is going to be found there. All late or missing work, so if your student misses something or forgets to do something, they have a 1 week grace period, essentially. So although I do recommend that all students do their work as soon as possible, if they forgot to do it, if they were sick, if they were absent or whatever, I do understand that there are other circumstances. And so your student will have up to 1 week after the original deadline. Now, that said, your student should complete all work as soon as it is assigned. That is the expectation. So I do have this grace because of just the world that we're living in right now. Okay. If you have any questions about that, please send me a personal email and I will happily open up communication with you about that. I give feedback to students during live sessions or in PowerSchool. And please email me if you have any questions or if you need to be absent, email all the teachers. Assessments is kind of our big thing this year. So students are assessed during synchronous and asynchronous instruction. So I will take examples from their work and put it into either the skills or content knowledge categories. There are quizzes through TCI that they are going to take. They're very engaging. They're real life problems where they have to problem solve, video clips, things like that of real phenomena. And so that will be something that the students do pretty often is take quizzes. Those quiz grades will be split into skills and content knowledge. For the reason of just this digital world, quizzes cannot be made up or retaken. So quizzes, if a student forgets to take a quiz, if they are ill, that one quiz will be excused up to 3 quizzes. So after 3 quizzes, we'll have to, I will be in communication with you if your student misses more than 3 quizzes. A quiz that's taken and let's say a student does poorly cannot be retaken. Because I will have enough information in either the skills or content knowledge category to look at their progress, and it's not a separate standalone quiz grade. So hopefully your student will be able to show their knowledge in a in a variety of ways. Okay. So if you need any help, please contact me. I have a YouTube channel for playlists to further engage students in any content. I'm really excited to be your student science teacher this year in EVA. I'm so happy to have you. And welcome to science. Thank you.